Why hello there, welcome back to another Big Bear Mountain construction update where I again need to shave because apparently I can't visit the theme park anymore without having shaved in a while. But yeah, I just finished eating lunch by this beautiful water feature. I got some Lumberjack's pizza because that was actually open today, which is a huge rarity at Dollywood nowadays. It's usually closed and it's like a completely dead day today. So the fact that they have more restaurants open than usual on a dead day is weird. But I guess it all just kind of comes down to staffing. They would have everything open every day if they could. I'll only be here for about 2 hours today because I have a meeting that's back in Knoxville this afternoon. So I just came here for this morning to check out the construction after the news yesterday that the ride is opening on May 12th. And I was hoping to get some testing footage, but it doesn't look like they're going to be testing today. It has been raining most of the morning, and I know the Dragon Flyer basically can't run in any kind of precipitation. And since this is also a Vekoma, it may have a similar restriction. And it's supposed to like properly thunderstorm in just a couple hours, so maybe it's a good thing that I have to leave anyway. Obviously, they're not going to test if it's actively thunderstorming. I don't even think that the construction workers can be out if it's actively thunderstorming, so probably no test runs today, which is a shame. When I was here last week, they ran like 2 test runs and then stopped, so I didn't really get any good footage or anything. I've at least seen it tested though, and it does look like it runs pretty good. Let's get on to the actual construction update because it's been a while since I've done an update. I've recorded some that just haven't made it up, but I'm hoping I'm actually going to get this one up. Now, of course, as I'm here starting at this waterfall that the train's actually going to dive through and then cross back over during the ride, as you see, it's turned on. So we had seen the pools at the bottom filled before, but this is the first time I've seen, and I don't think there's any footage online either, of the actual water pumps running to get that waterfall going there. Although a bit bigger than I expected. There's not only the waterfall in the front, but there's waterfalls down the side, and there's actually like a second reservoir up there so that the water then kind of spills over into this main one. So definitely just overall a lot more going on there than I would have expected. Whoa. Okay. Yes. Was not expecting to catch that. All right, so they are testing today, even though it's supposed to thunderstorm in like 30 minutes now. I guess they want to get their cycles in. So yeah, I'd also mention the water does look pretty murky right now, unfortunately, but again, it did rain pretty hard this morning, so that probably just picked up a lot of dirt from the hillside and stuff. We've seen this water before be beautifully blue and clear, so I would not expect this to be this murky normally. Again, I think that's just because of the storms today. Unless it's raining the day that you come to Dollywood, it will probably be clear. Nothing's really changed coming along the hillside through here, but I wouldn't expect anything to be changing here. They planted a few trees up there, and I'm really hoping they plant some more. But otherwise, I assume they're going to do what they did with Dragon Flyer and just let that grass grow in by itself over time, naturally. Looks really awful for the first year or two, but it looked pretty good after that. So here at the launch tracks, you can see the scaffolding underneath the 2 launches is gone. When I was here last week, sorry the construction update never made it up, the scaffolding under the first launch was gone, and they were actually actively deconstructing the scaffolding under the second launch when I was here last week. But now they're completely gone, so it seems like everything electrical and pneumatic wise there is hopefully ready to go.
Please secure any loose articles.
You hear that thump, that means it's coming.
Gotcha. right, approaching where the plaza area is going to be. You can see they put up a new fence that's a lot closer in than the old fence and a bit shorter as they're finishing up the plaza area and stuff. And next to Dragonflyer's lockers, which will be for Big Bear Mountain 2, you'll see the loose article sign is a new one. And that features both rides logos rather than just Dragonflyer. Unfortunately, we now can't get over to that spot because Dragonflyer's closed. You can take a look at the plaza from here thanks to this new shorter fence. So you'll be able to see most of the concrete for the pathing. Looks like it's already done, which is pretty awesome. Planters are in, lampposts are up. It's looking pretty good. They've made progress incredibly fast. And assuming we got 2 weeks till the ride opens, I actually have confidence they'll have all this done by then. You can see most of the queue line up as well, including brand new fences all over the place. And to the right, you can barely see that new building that's gone up, which last week was just a frame, and this week already looks, well, a lot more finished. And that's, I think, going to be the new beverage and small snack vendor that's going to be over here. So it appears most of the work still being done at this point is between just general landscaping and, of course, that structure over there that we don't have a good angle to see. But this is the fence that will open up into the plaza once it's done for us to walk in. I am interested if this is going to open up before the ride does, because as you can see, it's mostly done in there. So maybe in the next week or so, about a week before the ride opens, it'd be cool if they took this fence down and we could walk in there even though the ride's not technically open yet. That's about it for this construction update. Still in harvest looks beautiful in the spring. The flowers are just like starting to bloom, but like, it's so nice. Anyways, again, the ride's opening on May 12th, which is, well, the whole thing's a little bit weird. I'll do another video if I haven't already talking about the situation with that. I'll link that here. But yeah, I gotta head out in just a second. Let's get back to Knoxville for a meeting I have this afternoon. Gotta write something before I leave. It's raining. I'm gonna see rides on Thunderhead. Yeah, so here's the bonus content that you didn't know you were getting in the construction update. I'm gonna go ride Thunderhead in the rain. Yeah, I'm nuts. The park looks freaking closed. Nobody's here on a Thursday in the middle of April to begin with, and it's also raining, so everyone just left. Lumberjack's open though, which is pretty crazy, because it almost never is these days. Yeah, I'm coming for you, Thunderhead.
5 miles per hour.
All the water on my camera lens. I was actually pretty painful with the rain, like hitting into your face, and I almost lost my contact, so I'm not gonna do it again. But yeah, wet track Thunderhead, best Thunderhead. So I guess the best time to ride is like right when it stops raining, when the track is still wet, but you don't, risk losing your contacts. I would just go for it again, but I did not bring extra contacts today, and I have to drive home. So I'm not gonna risk that again. Okay, random bonus feature too. As you're coming down the Timber Canyon path, they put up this random wooden fence by where Lumberjack Jam Band used to be here. And you can see they're building something. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not big enough to be a flat ride or anything. I don't know, we'll find out later, I guess. They made no announcement on this whatsoever. But it's something. Big Bear Mountain gummy bears, Big Bear Mountain licorice, Big Bear Mountain chocolate. If you want it, they got it. I'm pretty drenched now, less from Thunderhead and more from standing around for like an hour and a half to get the testing footage when they did the cycle. So I would say it's time to go home and dry off. However, I have to walk somewhere outside for an extended period of time. So apparently I'm just gonna be drenched today, so that's comfy. Anyhow, if you want to continue following the construction of Big Bear Mountain, it is my home park. So be sure to subscribe. I'll keep doing that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a lot of water. It doesn't look like as much on camera, but wow. So anyways, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and you thought it was helpful, because if you leave a like, that helps other people to find this video as well. If you want to stay up to date with the construction and opening of Big Bear Mountain, be sure to subscribe to the channel because it is my home park. And otherwise, I also cover basically just my experience with the amusement industry, with a heavy focus on roller coasters since I'm a coaster enthusiast first and foremost, but I like checking out other stuff too, like different food items, flat rides, park experiences, etc., etc. Probably a little more than some of the other coaster enthusiast channels out there do. So if you think that interests you, I'd really appreciate a subscription. And otherwise, hope to catch a ride with you again very soon.